Jean Tierney. Jean Eliza Tierney was born on November 19, 1920, in Brooklyn, New York. She was renowned for her exceptional beauty and became a leading lady in Hollywood. Jean Tierney is best known for her role as the title character in the film Laura, 1944. She received an Academy Award nomination for Best Actress for her performance as Ellen Barron Harlan in Leave Her to Heaven, 1945. Tierney's early education included attending St. Margaret's School in Waterbury, Connecticut, and the Umpqua School in Fairfield. She published her first poem, Night, in a school magazine and wrote poetry throughout her life. She spent 2 years in Europe, where she learned to speak fluent French. Tierney returned to the U.S. in 1936 and attended Miss Porter's School in Farmington, Connecticut. Her family discouraged her from pursuing an acting career initially due to low salaries in the industry. Jean Tierney became a protege of Broadway producer-director George Abbott. Her first role on Broadway was carrying a bucket of water in What a Life, 1938. A Variety magazine critic praised her as the most beautiful water carrier. Tierney also worked as an understudy in The Primrose Path, 1938. In 1939, she appeared as Molly O'Day in Mrs. O'Brien Entertains. Theater critic Brooks Atkinson of the New York Times described her as very pretty and refreshingly modest. Jean Tierney played the title role in Otto Preminger's film noir classic Laura, 1944. She received an Academy Award nomination for her role in Leave Her to Heaven, 1945. Director Martin Scorsese has cited Leave Her to Heaven as one of his favorite films and praised Tierney's performance. Tierney starred in Dragonwyck, 1946, her debut film with Joseph L. Mankiewicz as director. She played Isabel Bradley in The Razor's Edge, 1946, opposite Tyrone Power. Jean Tierney portrayed Lucy Muir in The Ghost and Mrs. Muir, 1947, alongside Rex Harrison. She reunited with Dana Andrews in films like Where the Sidewalk Ends, 1950, and The Iron Curtain. Tierney appeared in several film noirs, including Whirlpool, 1950, and Night in the City, 1950. In Close to My Heart, 1951, Tierney portrayed Midge Sheridan, a woman trying to adopt a child. She had a tender performance as Midge Sheridan in Close to My Heart, 1951. Jean Tierney appeared opposite Spencer Tracy in Plymouth Adventure, 1952. She played Maria Lamarckina opposite Clark Gable in Never Let Me Go, 1953. In the 1940s, she reached the peak of her fame as a leading lady, often compared to stars like Rita Hayworth, Lana Turner, and Ava Gardner. Tierney was frequently described as the most beautiful woman in movie history. Her marriage plans with Prince Ali Khan faced fierce opposition from his father, Aga Khan III. Tierney returned to the U.S. to co-star in the film noir Black Widow, 1954, with Ginger Rogers and Van Heflin. She appeared as Kay Barlow in Personal Affair, 1953, while in Europe. She had a brief affair with Spencer Tracy during the filming of Plymouth Adventure. Tierney married fashion designer Oleg Cassini in 1941, and they had 2 daughters together. She was nominated for a Golden Globe Award for her role in Leave Her to Heaven. Tierney wrote an autobiography titled Self-Portrait. Tierney's performances in several classic films earned her a lasting place in Hollywood history. She faced personal challenges, including struggles with mental health issues. Jean Tierney's beauty and talent continue to be celebrated in Hollywood's history, and her films remain classics in the industry.